Remote Islanders, for the next 3 days, we're going to be here in Austin, Texas for the Running Remote Conference 2026. We're going to meet with remote-first companies, leaders, founders, entrepreneurs, get to find out what their insights are, what they know, what we need to know, what works, what doesn't work, so much more. So come along with me as we find out how we as the Caribbean can be a part of that conversation. Let's go.
Day 1, and before the conference even officially began, we were already out in the streets, because that's kind of how we do things. Running Remote 2026 brought together remote work leaders, founders, and teams from all over the world, and we landed right in the heart of Austin, Texas. So naturally, we exploded. The day started at the Driskill Hotel, a stunning historic landmark right on 6th Street. That lobby alone was worth the visit. I mean, marble, chandeliers, the whole thing. So there we were, not sure what to do, who we were meeting, where to wait, when I spotted a guy in a remote work t-shirt. Shout out to Luke Taylor for his impeccable fashion sense. And my big mouth, because that's what started our unofficial gathering spot. People started trickling. My conference bestie Kevin Adams, who recognized me from LinkedIn, and new friends Nicole Richard, Jody Parry, Emily Kaija, Wael Sabra, Vivek Kaliraman, and then Liam Martin walked in, co-founder of Time Doctor, running remote speaker, and I found out later he has Trini roots. I mean, all we like salt, we in everything. Before long, we were a proper crowd, and I'll be honest, I wasn't sure how networking while walking was going to work, but somehow it did. Every stop became a conversation about who you are, where you're from, what you do, and how hot it was, because Austin in May is no joke. The tour itself was a brilliant introduction to the capital of Texas. 2 blocks from the Driskill, you get a full, unobstructed view of the Texas state capitol, the kind of view that stops you mid-sentence. Then we reached the Angelina Eberly statue. In 1842, this woman fired a cannon to stop government agents from relocating the Republic of Texas archives out of Austin, essentially saving the city as its capital. One person, one decision, massive impact. Our kind of story. The tour ended at the Moody Theater in the 2nd Street district, where Willie Nelson stands immortalized in bronze. A fitting end to a walk through one of the most character-filled cities in America. Now, we were supposed to visit Love Tito's as a group, the Tito's Vodka flagship store, a local success story that grew into one of the most recognized vodka brands in the world. That didn't happen for the group, but your girl went alone because that is absolutely my heaven and I have zero regrets. As we made our way back to the conference venue, we decided to hop in a Robotaxi courtesy of Ilya Brodsky. A Robotaxi. No driver. And guess who ended up in the front seat next to the no driver? I was equal parts terrified and thrilled. We made it safely, which I consider a personal victory.
Hey Remote Islanders, what's up? Finished the walking tour, went back and had some drinks with some really interesting people in the remote work space, finished registering, and now we are here for welcome drinks at Fair Market. Stay tuned. Bye.
We were even surprised with a live performance by Craig Foreman, who had the whole crowd going, even taking home a guitar for his troubles. Running Remote 2026 officially came to life. And that was just day 1. History, good people, a Robotaxi, and the perfect ease into what was about to be 3 incredible days.
Hey Remote Islanders, it's day 2 of Running Remote 2026. We're at the venue Fair Market and we're gonna go inside, check things out. So stay tuned for all the great content. Let's go.
Okay, I know a looking put together, but getting ready for day 2 was a whole task. The jet lag and the Austin heat had officially caught up with me and I was tired and running late. And it didn't help that Austin traffic gives Trini traffic a run for its money, and that's saying something. I was 1 minute late to a meeting I had scheduled with Iman Big Dad, a new remote worker from France now living in Japan, who reached out through the conference app to talk about navigating remote work. 1 minute late, and the perfectionist in me felt terrible, but Iman was so sweet about it. All the best to her on her journey. She's doing something really brave. After the meeting, I was able to take in the venue, and there was so much happening. Startup Alley had vendors and exhibitors showing off their products. The networking lounge, which allowed you to sit and talk, and it had this incredible football table. And guys, I actually won 4-0 against Moira Senaviva. Probably the only time Trimbago will beat Brazil, or that I would ever beat anyone in football, being so coordinated as I am. Then there were the two stages, the radical stage indoors and the deep dive stage outdoors, where industry leaders like Zappia's Brandon Summit and Wade Foster and duets Nadia Vatilidis, among so many others, shared their forward thinking and incredible insights on the future of remote work. I also got to meet Anna Bennett, head of event marketing for Running Remote. She was warm, incredibly helpful, and someone I have a feeling I'll be working with for the next Running Remote, so look out for that. It was a full day of conversations, sessions, and connections, and it was long, but the good kind of long. Hey Remote Islanders, guess what? It's day 3 of Running Remote 2026, and I'm super excited to be here at the East Austin Hotel, where we're going to the Founders Breakfast. We're going to meet with remote first leaders and get to talk about what's working, what's not working, and get really great insights. If you had told me a month ago that I'd be sitting at the table with founders, leaders, and entrepreneurs shaping the future of remote work, I wouldn't have believed you. But there I was, and I have never felt so beautifully out of my depth. There were conversations about business models, emerging tools, global teams, things I'm still Googling. But my conference buddy, Emmanuel Bacco, said something that grounded me. If you're the smartest person at the table, that's not the table you want to be at. And Liam Martin reminded me that it's okay to not know everything, as long as you're willing to ask questions. And I'm still asking questions, a lot of them, and I'm still feeling behind. But as Stacey Nordwell said on LinkedIn last week, with things moving so fast, who really knows what behind even means? We made our way through another full day at Fair Market. Packed sessions, great speakers, and somewhere between the conversations and the signature iced coffee drink, I made it my mission to do something a little different. I went around to as many attendees as I could, founders, remote workers, speakers, people from all over the world, and asked them one question. What is your key takeaway from Running Remote 2026? The answers were real, unexpected, and honestly kind of moving. I'm putting that together in its own video, and it's coming very soon. So if you're not subscribed yet, now would be a great time, because that's one definitely worth showing up for. I am genuinely grateful for this experience. I learned so much about remote work, about building intentionally, about showing up even when you feel like the smallest person in the room. But honestly, more than the sessions or the speakers, what I'll carry with me is this. I've been looking for my tribe, and over the last few weeks, that tribe has been growing with connections who have become real friends. If you're looking for your tribe too, send me a message. Let's connect. Later, Remote Islanders. And that's the recap of Running Remote 2026. Remote Islanders, I had an amazing time. I am so tired, but it was so good to meet people, meet entrepreneurs, founders, really interesting people that I didn't know existed in the remote work space. I learned so much. And stay tuned, because I have some interviews lined up with some really great people, so look out for those. I'm already planning my trip next year to come back. I'll of course bring you guys along. And if you have any questions, any comments, anything you want to know, you can feel free to send me a message in the comments or reach out via the website, theremoteIslander.com. Guys, until next time, happy remote working. Bye.